Hey, back again. This is the final demo, and it should be really short. This week, and this is different than previous semesters, which is maybe why I'm discussing it so much, and you guys are like, this is no big deal. But typically what I have students do, what I used to, typically, is have students upload their Excel document every week. But it was really difficult because I always had to download it and look at it and get back. So this semester I'm going to try something different because we have such a big group that each week I'll provide you with an assignment, as you can see here under week 8. And you'll upload it here. This week, the assignment is to complete the descriptive statistics table, provide comments, complete the data distribution chart, provide comments, and then start working on your report. So let's get to that, shall we? All right, so here is the project that I just showed you, located right above. I'll go back to it just so you know. No, that's not what I wanted. Here we go. It's located right here. So under week 8, LDA week 1, update assignment, because you're updating me each week. That's why I put that there. And this is where you're going to upload it. Okay, let's go back to it. So here we go. Complete the and then do the distribution, and then start working on the draft. So let's go to the document. So I've got my descriptives tab, I've got my distribution tab. It's all centered on it, looks nice. I mean, this is where I could start making it look pretty, but you can do the chart pretty here. You can do the table pretty in Word. Oh, the other thing too, you probably noticed it, but the N is 387, not 388. The bottom line is 388, minus 1, which is the header row. So you may have noticed that. I've been screaming at your computer, but I caught it. I fixed it. So here we go. So what I'm going to do is highlight the entire table. I'm going to do Control-C to copy, and you see you get the cool blinking lights. Open up my Word document and do Control-V to paste. There it is. I wonder what it has. Why is it having trouble here? Subtotal, I can fix that. I may as well fix it right here too. So definitely use the, I didn't realize that until right now, average or mean. No, let's ignore that. You could pick whatever you want. To me, I think that looks pretty good. We need to make some comments. So what did we learn from this? That, why don't I bring that other stuff to the stuff that I had put over here. So let's see what happens when I go copy. Oh, I should verify too that it's 12 fiscal years, because I never really verified that. All right, so that doesn't look pretty, but I can fix that if I need to. So what the idea is, I want you to be playing with the table design and layout. It's here at the top. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. I don't want to make this too long. So did we have 12 fiscal years? Well, 9 to 10 is 1, to 11, to 12, to 13, to 14, to 15, to 16, to 17, to 18, to 19, to 20, to 21. Yeah, it's 12. If we're to just do calendar years, and we did 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So we could do 11, let's go 12 fiscal years, 11 calendar years possible, and that would be 2010 to 2020. And probably we wouldn't be able to use 2020 because there's probably some open. I mean, we're going to look into that next week, actually. But yeah, I'm double checking. Always check your work. I should have stated that before. Always check your work. I always do. Sometimes I do things. You'll be yelling at the screen. Rest assured, I'll figure it out eventually. And now, what did we find? Well, this kind of defines it, but I'd like you to speak a little bit to the comparison of the total, the medical paid, the paid benefits for medical are 60% of the total. And if you wanted to make a pie chart, do it, but don't include the total paid, because then you're doubling it, because total paid is a sum of these. So if you're going to provide a breakdown, just do the 3 different pays. Yeah, I mean, some of these don't look right. Go in here and go to table properties and cell and then center it. Yeah, it looks better. But for all intent and purpose, it looks good. You should be providing the comments, though, of what you're seeing here. It's not a lot. The idea is, what would you tell management in regards to the descriptive statistics that we have here? All right, let's post the chart and see what that looks like. I didn't want it to do that. I thought this was going to take longer. We're at 5 minutes. So click on the big thing, copy it, the big thing. Paste it. Hopefully it pastes as a picture. There we go. Well, no, that doesn't look good, does it? So let's do some work here. Okay, let's clean this up. Can I clean this up? No, I don't like the look of this. So I'm going to Control Z. And then what I'm going to do is right click and paste options. So if I paste it as a picture, I can't do anything. Keep source formatting and linked data. What's this one? It's kind of frozen. Let's see what happens here. I got stuff going on my other screen. I don't know what's going on. Are you going to do it for me? There we go. And can we manipulate it? No, you really can't. Because we lost the lines, but it kind of, and I don't like this either. So let's get rid of this. You see, you can go up and do picture format. There's things you can do to it. I'm not really liking that particular version of it. Go back to Excel. I wonder what happens. So I don't like the way this looks. I'm going to shrink this down to 11. I want to keep this bigger. I want the text to be black. That looks better. That's cleaner, isn't it? The problem is I think I'm losing these. So let's see what happens. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it as a picture and see what happens. I mean, in that case, I can't manipulate it at all. So I'm going to paste it as a photo. All right, so it didn't fit. What you'd have to do is right click, and there should be an auto fit. Let's see, there's a picture. What do I just have to shrink it? Usually this is a lot easier. I've never had these problems. Okay, where did you go? There you went. That's a little bit better. At least I can see this. Yeah, I could draw the lines in now if I wanted to. That's not too bad. What did we learn? We learned that just 2.6% of the claims, which are 10 claims, that doesn't seem right. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Over 50 grand. We didn't include just, what were the $0 claims? 19. So there's only 19 $0 claims. There's only 10 above 50. So a lot of it's chunked into here, this bottom here. So this number right here is really high. What percent is 500 or below? That might be an interesting thing to talk about. I'm going to go back to here. I hope you're seeing all this. I hope. That the 38% are there, 50% are below 1,000. So yeah, so 38% of the claims are 500 or below. It's quite a bit. And if we were to look here, what about above 25,000? It's 6.2%. So you can kind of see that everything's kind of at the low end. So that's interesting. I mean, is it going to be lacerations? Is it going to be just basic slip, trips, and falls and contusions? I don't know. We'll see. This is a different data set. I haven't gotten into it far enough to make any of those claims. Now, draft your paragraph. Let's get down to a new page. So look back at your the module 2 and start working on it. State the purpose of the data study. You're studying loss work comp data to consider the quality of the data. How is it? The performance of the safety program. We're going to trend over time. what the priorities would be to improve the safety program, and what the company should safely invest in order to turn things around. So this is your chance now to look at some of the other links, understand some of the stuff, read some of the entries. By all means, we're going to do it next week for sure. And if you want to work ahead, please do. But we've got this, I think it's the submission description. You can kind of see what's going on here. I mean, we could find the most expensive claim and see what it represented. And maybe I'll do that. We're at the 10-minute mark, so I don't want to go too crazy here. I could sort by most expensive claim. That one's 25 grand. I'm doing a visual, which isn't great. Here's one that's 40 grand. Here's one that's 22 grand. 22, 21. Do we have any that are really up there? There's 27. Here's one that's 82. Here's one that's 74. So let's look at this one here. It's indemnified. What does it say? Injured worker states strained their shoulder when they fell when pushing tote lid. Strained their shoulder because of a fall. There was one right above it that was pretty expensive too, 74. Let's take a look at that. Injured worker states right shoulder pain, stacking cases. Heard a pop. Kind of looking here, I think we're going to have a lot of sprains and strains, though I'm not really sure. So we'll have to see. We'll look at the indemnity separate, see what they do. Is that the expensive one? 200-some thousand? I'm expecting it to be 1.4 million? 1.04 million? I'm sorry this is going long. I really get into it when I start reading these. Injured worker states he reached into running auger with his right hand. Amputation of a right hand. Whoa. That is unique, and it's very expensive. It's also an amputation. All right, so we will get more into these. Last year we had a couple of fatalities on the report due to COVID. That was disturbing. We'll see if any pop up here when we get to the later years and find out what's going on. So hopefully that was enough description. I think I got you at least 50 to 60% of the way there. Challenge yourself. What's there? What do you understand? What questions do you have? You can pose questions too. That's great. And then try and write the first paragraph or a couple paragraphs based on the example provided in Module 2. Start setting it up, because I can start giving you feedback now that by the time you write your final paper, hopefully it's perfect. So let me know if you have any questions, and I will be posting a review video in the coming days.